Okay, Assalamualaikum dan hello to Doctor and to whoever else is watching this. Today we will be looking at the external morphology of my fish that I caught today, and later we will be dissecting it as well to see its main organs and their functions. Okay, enough said, let's get started. Hey, I didn't see you there. Alala cha. Anyways, the fish we will be looking at today is called Ikan kembung, also known as Rastraligia canagurta for its scientific name, coming from the Scombridae family, which consists of mackerels and tunas. Now, before we proceed with seeing the external morphology, let's look through the three lengths, which are standard, forked, and total length. Now, for standard length, it would usually start with the snout all the way until where the vertebrae bone ends, and this can be done by bending its caudal peduncle. Next, for forked length, it would start from the most anterior part of the mouth, also known as snout, all the way until the most inside part of its forked tail. And mind you, this only applies for fishes that have forked tail. If your fish has a truncate tail, then there's no need to take that kind of measurement. And lastly would be the total length, which can be done by taking the most anterior part of the mouth all the way until the posterior part of the tail. Okay, so moving on, teleos fish, also known as bony fishes, tend to have really small scales overlapping each other. The scales act as a protective layer for the fish and also supporting with its body structure along with its movement in the water. Now, since the Rastraligia canagurta is a fast-swimming fish, it is only natural that it has two dorsal fins, this being the first one and this being the second one. Besides that, it is also accompanied by a series of finlets located in between its second dorsal fin and its caudal tail. Now over here is its anal fin, which is located right behind its anus, hence its name, and this being its pelvic fin. And now over here is its pectoral fin, which assists the fish to make turns left and right. Moving on towards the head region, we can see that Rastraligia canagurta has a terminal mouth accompanied with cardiform type of teeth. Now over here, this bony flappy structure is the operculum, and it helps to protect the gills from harm. And lastly, this is the anus. This is where all the urea and the waste products come out from. Okay, finally, we can start with the fun part, dissecting! So for today's dissection, we will be using these blunt and sharp scissors. The blunt end will be the part that goes inside the fish. This is to prevent its internal organs from getting destroyed. We will also be using the scalpel to help us cut open the fish nicely and easily. Now, unfortunately, I'm not sure how I'm going to record myself dissecting this fish, but it's okay because we can just angle the camera down like this. And don't worry, nobody's mom, nobody's sister is gonna come in and replace my hands because it's still me. Now, to start off, we are gonna be taking our blunt and sharp scissors to cut open our fish. Now, once you got all that out, you should be able to see and identify some of the organs that are located in the cavity, the body cavity of the fish. Now, over here, I am using the scalpel to cut out any excess meat from the body so I can get a clearer view of the internal organs. Now, over here, we can see that this is the gills, and it's followed by the pyloric ceca, and right over there is the intestines, and underneath here is the gonads of the fish. Over here is me opening up the operculum so we can get a better look on the gills, and as you can see, I have also trimmed out some more of the meat so we can properly see the gonads now, and we can also see the gas bladder. And now in this clip over here, you can see me using the sharp and blunt end of the scissors to cut out the internal organs so we can lay it out on the tissue and see it overall. So I got myself a new tissue to lay the organs down on because the other one was bloody. And now we can see that over here are the gills, and underneath the gills is the heart. This organ over here with the many small finger-like projection is the pyloric ceca, and this helps to secrete enzymes for the stomach to digest food. This smooth-looking structure over here is the stomach, and this greenish-looking organ is the intestine. Finally, over here is the gonads. In this case, this is a testis, so this means my fish is a boy. By the way, I tried looking for the gallbladder, but I think I must have popped it somewhere along the way when I was trying to take out the internal organs from the body cavity of the fish. So sorry about that. Anyways, that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Bye bye.